What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another video. It's currently 9 or 7 p.m. on Thursday, the 14th of September. And yeah, we're going to start with DXY. Hopefully you've watched my previous two videos this week. Unfortunately, I was unable to post yesterday, but we're back. And yeah, if you watched yesterday's video, Tuesday's video, I explained how I wanted to see us continue to run up into the consequent encroachment of the weekly wick. So I'm going to mark that out now. And then I'm also still expecting us to run into that buy side liquidity that I pointed out on Monday's video, Tuesday's video, and on the Sunday weekly review from last week. So I'm just going to write buy side up here, mark out the consequent encroachment so we can have a better look at how we traded through that. And then I'm also going to look at the daily volume imbalance that we finally filled. So 105.26. Also, hello to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the club, where we constantly call the market. You can see there's that volume imbalance resting right where we have the consequent encroachment on the weekly. Hopefully this is making sense, guys. And then so we just traded through that now. So what I'm anticipating is some kind of retracement back on top of that consequent encroachment, which is this line here. Find support, and then I'd like to see us run and take out this buy side liquidity above here. So nothing's really changed since my weekly review on Sunday, so make sure to go check that out. I'll make sure to link that in this video. But yeah, overall I just want to see us draw higher and continue to push on the Friday. Furthermore, we've consolidated on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday all week. So now that we've had this expansion on the Thursday, that's even more reason to anticipate a continuation on the upside on the Friday. So it's probably going to be a wild Friday, and we also have high impact news at 8:30 tomorrow as well. So that's going to definitely move the markets. So one thing I was looking at earlier was the weekly range and how it's delivering. And in order for us to reach our target of the buy side liquidity, we'd need a range of around this much, what I've just marked out here. I'm going to make it blue. So this blue box is the range of how far I'd want to see this week expand, because we've made the low already when we rebalance with this candle, and now I'd want to see if we can reach this buy side liquidity. And what I decided to do was look at the size of the range and then move it to measure it against other ranges that have been similar in size, such as this range here. So you can see this range of this week is exactly the same of what we're anticipating from this week. So now we can drop down to a daily time frame and look at how price delivered in order to get there, and then we can use that as a framework for this week. So the week that we highlighted on the weekly was actually this week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And we can see that we have consolidation in this week between Monday and Wednesday, so to speak, as in which stayed in the range. And then Thursday and Friday we get the most expansion, as in green days and up close days. We can also look at another example of a bullish day that's expanded to the same size that we anticipate. We could use this candle here, which is all the way from Monday, 17th of July. If we drop down to the daily, we can see 3 days of expansion in this example, 1, 2, 3, and 2 days of consolidation with the logo being made on Tuesday. And let's look at one more example for confluence sake. So we can look at this week here. We go on the daily, scroll across, and we see with the Monday consolidation, Tuesday consolidation, Wednesday consolidation, which is looking like the framework for this week, and then Thursday and Friday expansion. So overall, we can anticipate up to 3 days of consolidation and then 2 days of expansion at least for when we have big up days of this kind of magnitude. And therefore, with this week oncoming, and like I said, us anticipating a reach into that buy side liquidity, we can expect Friday to be a very heavily bullish day, because Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we were pretty much consolidated as in range bound, and only now have we broken out of that, which is tipping its hands to higher prices on the Friday. So that's something to go take a look at. I highly suggest you go and look at your weekly ranges, look at how they deliver, and realize that we've already had 3 days of consolidation. We've just expanded on the Thursday, so Friday is likely to be a runner, and we have high impact news at 8:30. So these are all reasons that are as to why I want to see higher prices. Again, it'd be nice to see if we can pull back. We do have a breaker high here, low, high, lower low, and we've broken higher, so I wouldn't be surprised if we wanted to pull back into that. But overall, with Friday coming, I'd like to see us expand higher. Let's go on to over to GBP. We'll start with the weekly. Again, GBP's been moving aggressively lower. We've gapped on the weekly, so we now have a breakaway gap. This is a gap I want to see left open, assuming we are going to be moving lower, as in running into these lows. So I'm going to mark out this sell side liquidity as this is our target. And then if we go to the daily, we can have a better look. Monday we moved higher, creating the high of the day. Then Tuesday and Wednesday we started to move lower, and on Thursday it looks like we're actually going to close lower, and we've had our proper expansion. So you can see we're running into these lows. I'm anticipating us to continue that. In terms of the high for tomorrow, I'm looking at this range here. We need to remember that wicks are ranges too, which is why I'm marking out this wick as a area that I want to see price pull into and respect. So I'm going to actually divide this into quarters, not quarters, into 50%, which is consequent encroachment. And tomorrow, on Friday, I want to see price respect that 50% level before continuing lower and running into this sell side liquidity. So yeah, not really much more to say on pound. I'm just expecting lower prices still, and it'll be nice to see if we can run back into this area to offer an entry for premium and then run lower for the rest of the week. Finally, we can look at euro. You can see euro's already taken out some sell stops here, just about. So now, in terms of for euro, I'd want to see where it wants to reach for next. Now we have the 50% level of this wick here, which could be a point that euro want to reach down into, or if euro wants to move crazy, it will want to go into this sell side liquidity resting below here. Can euro reach down into this sell side liquidity resting below here? It is possible because we've had up days that big. So if we mark out our anticipated target, which is this low, we know that the candle needs to be this big. And where else have we seen expansions that big? Here, which is back in July of 2023. So if euro wants to move crazy, then it will want to reach into this sell side. Let's go into the daily and we can have a better look. You can see we've had a big down day on Thursday, of course, consolidated within a range Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. High on euro was created on the Tuesday, so the high got made later on euro. That might be something to note. We traded into this fair value gap, feeling it. As you can see, we respected the 50% level, but you can see we wicked up to the top of it and then we expanded lower. So in terms of premium offerings for euro, we do have a breaker, high, low, higher high, and since we've now taken out this sell side liquidity, it's possible price might want to return to the breaker low, which also happens to be 50% of this wick. Then if we jump to the 1 hour, we can see some relative equal highs relative equal highs residing here. But overall, lower on euro, lower on pound, and higher on dollar. And again, whether euro can reach all the way into the south side liquidity, it does seem unrealistic to an extent. But they do have CPI tomorrow as well, in Italy, I think. So that might do some damage, who knows. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been GBP Baby, and I'll catch you on Sunday. Peace.